school football, and teams are now battling within their leagues.
The 3A Western Slope League is loaded again this year, coming off their bye weeks. Delta hosts Steamboat, while the 3-0 Rifle Bears, who average 60 points per game, welcome in Eagle Valley.
Meanwhile, Olathe looks to gain some respect back after dropping out of the polls against Cole Ridge.
And in Paonia, the Eagles are put to the test again against Bayfield, a top 10 team from Class 2A.
After games on the road and bye weeks, we have a full slate of football tonight on The Blitz.
Welcome to The Blitz. Zach Barrett, Dave Edgecombe. And if you knew somebody who was playing some high school football tonight, I think we might have coverage of their team.
That's right. In all, 7 games here on the Western Slope we got to, plus 1 more from the Front Range that we'll get to a little later on. So a very busy, exciting night.
And speaking of exciting, how about that 3A Western Slope League? This is one of the most competitive in the state. Yet again, fresh off their bye, Delta brings in Steamboat Springs. Kay Gafford and guys came to play. 21-0 early lead in the second. The defense came here. Drew Elliott gets to Joe DeLine for the sack. They punted away. Gafford didn't wait around. He's going to air this out to Cole Roberts along the sideline, and that is a tremendously difficult play to make with the basket catch. 42 yards, Panthers back in business. Here's Johnny Ponce. No one lays a finger on him. He gets the last 5 yards, make it 27-0. Still in the second quarter, Sailors punting again, fielded by David Brown, and keeping with the theme of this game, he's got a gaping hole on the return down inside the 15. And you know what's next. Gafford gives to Ponce, bounces it outside, his 3rd touchdown of the game. Not sure of the yards, but I'm pretty sure he got closer, over to 200 again. 55-0 on the shutout on homecoming night. Delta 3-1. We'll see Ponce again in just a few minutes.
Now sticking with the 3A Western Slope League, 3-0 Rifle hosting 3-0 Eagle Valley, and it was homecoming for the Bears, and they were fired up early. And how about this first play from scrimmage, the handoff to Brock Clark, and he's running like there's home cooking somewhere. Look at him go. 60 yards, he gets dragged down from behind. Now somebody get that man some oxygen. Later in the drive, Leighton Stutzman calls his own number. Up the gut from 5 yards out, Bears jump up to a 7-0 lead. Now Rifles D was getting it done. That's the story of this team, really. There's a swarm of Bears getting to the ball carrier right there as he's swallowed up. Devils forced to punt. Now ensuing Rifles possession. Stutzman on the bootleg. He's rolling, he's rolling, he's running, he's running. He gets tripped up, but another first down as they keep moving the chains. Later, though, 4th and goal from inside the 5. Bears go for it, and they are stuffed. Devils take over on downs, but the Bears get the last laugh as they win 35-12 and improve to 4-0. It's looking like an exciting showdown when Delta and Rifle meet next Friday.
Oh, is it? I like that pack of Bears. In Paonia, the Eagles beat up on number 4 Centauri last week, another ranked team tonight in Bayfield. First quarter leading by 6, Taylor Walters, 22 yards on the game, and that helps set them up for a score. Here they are, different possession. They are moving again. Walters gives off to one of his many weapons, running back Jeremiah Hillman, breaking all the tackles down the sideline to the end zone, 20-0 Paonia after that score. Bayfield, though, number 10 and 2A, they're going to fight back. Quarterback sends his man in motion, but hey, it's just trickery. You can't fall for that. The ball goes to Brody McKay, the junior back, rolling by our camera. There he goes, the distance around the left end for the touchdown, cutting the lead 20-6. Paonia still up. Second quarter, Walters leads them back into the red zone, and he's going to go back to the workhorse. Hillman able to pound it in. Paonia adding to their lead. We're going to see Bayfield again coming up here. Zane Phelps is going to get just a yard, and that's all he needed. 27-20 after this, but that is as close as they would get. The Eagles remain perfect. They take down another ranked team. 55-34 is your final.
Now to Cedar Edge now with Center High School in town. And if you remember a couple of weeks ago between the Bruins and the Olathe Pirates, yeah, this play is going to be a little similar to that. Miscommunication on the give from Jacob Ostrom. Armando Ruiz is on it, and the Vikings take over. But they didn't score. Ostrom now able to cleanly hand it off to Xander Campa. He coughs it up. dribbles around. Sean Batting falls on it. Now back comes center. Quarterback Josh Jones. Who? Josh Jones, man. Covers to the deep ball in the end zone, but the flag cancels it out. No score. Now sticking to the ground game, here goes Sean Batting around the right end to some space. Nice pickup of about 15. No points early, but as you can see, the Bruins explode later on. 27-6 final. They are 4-0.
Over Stadium we go, our home game. Glenwood Springs and Central, each team looking for their second win of the year. We'll pick this up in the first quarter with the sun still shining down. Sophomore quarterback Dante Sparaco gives to receiver Everett Marr, and he has got a seam busting down the sideline inside the 15 before Tristan Dorrington brings him down. That led to a field goal. The Warriors respond down to the 1. Wyatt McElwain punches it in, 7-3 lead. After that, it was all Demon. Spracco read option, takes it himself. Lots of room to the left, and he's in. 10-7 Glenwood. Next time down, Spracco under pressure. He's getting recruited by a slew of D1 schools for a reason. Presence of mind takes off, no warriors in the way. He scampers in. Here he is again, right up the middle, very mobile as you can see. And then he's going to share the love, give it to the back, right up the middle. Luke Prosence in there. Glenwood runs away despite a nice start for Central. 44-26 is your final.
The Grand Junction traveled to the Front Range to take on Heritage. And you know what? The Tigers happen to look pretty good early. Mike Poland links up with Jack Parsons for the short gain. And you know what? The Tigers are moving the chains. They're hanging in there. Later in the drive, Poland behind center. He's going to field the high snap. Doesn't like what he sees and decides to go full-blown Renegade. Dude, what about Renegade? Breaks off a huge gain before being plastered out of bounds. Wait for it. There it is. But Heritage, you know, they're a good-looking football team. When they get the ball, it's going to be the inside handoff to DeJour Haynes. He says bonjour as he breaks a couple of tackles en route to taking it all the way to the house. Too much Eagles as they knock off Grand Junction 28-9 the final. Tigers fall to 1-4 on the season.
Heritage, DeJour. We go to Olathe Pirates. Now on the outside looking in at the top 10 polls of 2A, but they're still 2-1. They have Coleridge tonight also with that same 2-1 record. Pirates get the ball first and they begin a methodical first drive all on the ground. Mitchell Carson keeps it on the option and picks up about 20 yards. That would move inside the 5. They go to the fullback dive. Shaden Harris, they got just enough push to break the line. Olathe takes the lead 7-0. Titans working on a drive of their own now. The speedy Jared Duran sweeping out of the gun, makes one guy miss and picks up 10 in a first down. The drive stalled and led to this punt. And this is a heck of a play from Trent Rose. Try to keep an eye on him. I know I couldn't. He looks bottled up, somehow spins away. Didn't get an official number on this, but this was about an 80-yard touchdown return. 14-0 Pirates after that. Olathe picks up another good win, 42-13.
Grand Valley looking for their first win of the season against Basalt. And they're fired up there. Now in the second, 14-7, Basalt Longhorns fool me, but they also fool themselves on the handoff. Ball on the ground. Cardinals recover. How about that? Now next Basalt possession, Miles Levy, he's going to go ahead and tuck it and run with it. Look at him go. Yeah, how about now? How about now? Couple of yards and add a horse collar onto the end of that. Longhorns knocking on the door, but Grand Valley D up to the task. The big stop on 3rd and goal. Nice gang tackling. Cards hold Basalt to a field goal, but they would have plenty as Basalt wins 31-14 the final.
All right, here's your 8 games play of the night. I told you we'd see more Johnny Ponce. This was early in the second quarter. We know he's got speed. Watch him demonstrate the sheer power. I'm counting 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 5 broken tackles, and then all aboard the Ponce Express. He drags 2 or 3 sailors for another 15 yards with the help of the lineman. What an unbelievable play for him. Something we're used to seeing by now, but more than good enough for our play of the night.
Now, a couple games tomorrow as well. That top game between Summit and Palisade is at noon at Stoker Stadium as the Bulldogs try to bounce back from their first loss. We'll be there for that one. Then in 5A, Fruita Monument is on the road to face number 10, Doherty.
All right, so a lot to digest on this week, but you were out there at Rifle. What did you see from this team? First time we've gotten a camera out to one of these games. What did you think from them?
I saw a football team that they love to run the football, and they love to run it when the other team knows they're going to run it.
Pretty stout defense,
Power football. Hey, that's how you win.
Rifle Delta next week. We'll be there for that. Make sure you tune in on the Blitz next week at Friday. For Dave Edgecombe, Zach Barrett, thanks for watching the Blitz. We'll see you then.